The Ghana Bar Association has strongly opposed the continuous issuance of law faculty licenses to additional tertiary institutions in the country by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. The association argues that this practice not only saturates the legal education system with substandard graduates, but also affects students' ability to secure law firms for their advantage due to the large number of graduates each year. Yao Echampon Boafo is the president of the Ghana Bar Association, and he raised these concerns during a stakeholder meeting with the MPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Balmia, as part of his bold solutions for the future engagements.
And it's caused, unfortunately, by GTEC thinking that it has a law. So maybe another thing that we can look at law reformers, when it comes to study of, say, law, architecture, engineering, where there's a professional, the professional bodies must be part of the accreditation institutions. I am part of the General Legal Council's inspection committee. His Excellency, when we go around and we see some of these faculties, the truth of the matter is they are pretending to be teaching law, because what we always ask ourselves is, when we were young, without the troubles of we were full-time students, we managed to pass there. Today, people in full-time work weekend.
Right, so in response to these concerns, Dr. Mahmoud Balmia stated that his government is committed to addressing these challenges and improving the digitalization of the justice delivery system.
In terms of network and automation and connectivity, that you are only as strong as your weakest link, you know, and so if you don't have some of these courts like Intermalay and so on, part of the system, then you will have bottlenecks. And I know that you have looked into it. Would like to see, I don't know how much it would cost, but I think it is very doable. It is very, very doable, and it's an objective. I think we should set that objective and get it done. I think it will really change the system. Yes, legal education is one that is very, you know, talked about out there. And from your point of view, what should government be trying to do? There is sometimes a sense that there is a restriction on lawyers that are being educated, and we need more lawyers. But I also understand that it's nothing as dangerous as a badly trained lawyer. And so there's got to be some balance. But I don't know, from your point of view, just thinking on your brains on this issue, how should we be approaching the issue of legal education?
Get talking, and Professor Ahmed Jinapo is the Director General of the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. He's joined me for more on this. Welcome to the program. You've heard the concerns of the Ghana Bar Association. So what do you consider before granting licenses to additional tertiary institutions?
So first of all, let me indicate that when it comes to the accreditation architecture, GTEC as a body by law is mandated to issue accreditation for programs that are academic oriented.
Okay.
Academic oriented. And by academic oriented, what we are interested in is we are looking at the curriculum, we are looking at the physical infrastructure, and we are looking at the human resource as well as the materials that comes into play for that program to be delivered. That's it. When it comes to professional programs, law is a professional program that needs to be stated. GTEC works in collaboration with entities such as the General Legal Council. In fact, the General Legal Council collaboration with GTEC is one that is always referenced when it comes to how we work with other entities that are within the professional architecture. And we say this because it's been very, very successful how we've worked with them. So GTEC has never and do not issue licenses in isolation to institutions that intend to offer law. And I can give you a quick example. We have a joint accreditation committee between the General Legal Council and GTEC with His Lordship Justice Bafuboni, who is the chairman of that committee, Dr. Chris Adumako Kwache, a lawyer, a member of that committee, Justice Charles Jemfi Dankwa, a member of that committee, Professor Omanientri representing GTEC, a member of that committee, and Professor Kofi Awosabo Asare representing GTEC, a member of that committee. So if you look at the composition, we're looking at 3-2. And this committee has worked together for all this while and continue to work together. So we find it a little bit disappointing that the General Legal, the Ghana Bar Association will accuse GTEC of issuing licenses. That's it. I must say that the Commission in recent times has set up a policy advisory committee that is supposed to ensure that all programs that are being introduced by all tertiary institutions in this country, new as they may be, must come before the committee for approval to be given. And this is aimed at best, stopping this oversaturation of the market when it comes to this new program. So I don't know where the accusation is coming from.
Right, Professor Ahmed Jinapor, I want to thank you very much for your time this morning. He's with GTEC.